I don't know what episode we on, and I'm not gonna try to figure it out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get right into it. So this past weekend, I got a chance to do a guest spot with JJ from the SIP. Man, when I tell y'all that I find myself picking great comedians to work with as well as to learn from, right? I have a range of comedians that I try to work with, right? Like whether it's me contacting them, whether it's me getting contacted from the club, I want to learn from the best. And this weekend, when I tell you this man got standing ovation, I've seen it in real time, and that's wild. I got to learn timing. I got to learn the subject matter. I got to watch um, this man do a long amount of time and really just it was like we was having a conversation to where within an hour he was like, "Yo, is that it? Am I getting the light already?" And that's a good feeling, man. A good feeling to be able to get out there and have the people engaged for over an hour plus. Two shows. I got an opportunity to open, and I got an opportunity to perform in front of his fan base and perform in front of the club. That was really, what it boils down to is that I want to be able to be seen by these large comedy clubs. I want to be able to be working in these large comedy clubs. I want to build my name up as someone that can do the time, that can be professional, that is funny, that is worth the money, and not gonna, cause any problems. That's what I want. And I had that in Tampa, but I moved to the capital, comedy. I moved here for my future. I put myself in a position to where I bet on me. And I believe that this is the right move for me. I told myself 6 months ago that these are the things that should be aligned, and now they're aligned. And I still don't know how that happened, but it did. I still don't know how that happened, but it did. So all I'm doing is the same thing that I did in Tampa. I'm trying to do here. And Texas is huge. Texas is big. I was watching the tour for what is it? OT the Mexican, and he was in Tyler, Beaumont, uh, 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 College Station, Bryan. Like Texas is huge. And being that I grew up in San Antonio in my high school days, I should have known watching Swisher House move through these cities in Texas and build their fan base. And I mean, that's what I am going to do. I'm going to build my name throughout these clubs in Texas. And if it means me getting in the car and driving 2 hours, or getting me in the car to drive 3 hours, I'm gonna do it. This is the job that I'm choosing, and on the weekends I'm gonna get in that car and we're gonna skate. Meaning me and my kids. We're gonna get in that car. We're gonna hit that road. I'm gonna make this thing happen. There's so many clubs in the state of Texas alone, and I'm trying to hit them all. I'm hitting Houston this week. I'm hitting Dallas probably next month. I'm already back and forth to Killeen, San Antonio. So in due time, I'm going to be all over Texas. Shows producing all over Texas. That is my goal moving forward. Like, do I want to get in these clubs downtown Austin? Absolutely, I do. And maybe it's not meant for me to be down there. Maybe I should work on the outside and work my way in. I'll still go down there and I'll still check it out. But to be honest, like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it, man. I gotta go get it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm out here and I'm going to get it. Believe that. I'm going to get it. It's so much. It's so much. I gotta learn though. Like watching JJ, even watching Bobby, even watching the feature, right? Like I realized they working, man. They working. And watching me, I'm like, I'm funny. I got jokes, but I could turn it up a notch. I got some work to do. I gotta pimp that pen right now because right now I'm just I could be funny, but like crafting some of these particular jokes a certain way and hitting them callbacks and slapping them with the motherfucking tags, I could do a lot better. I admit it, man. I could do a lot better, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit back and we're gonna pimp this pen. We're gonna come out swinging on them niggas. We're gonna do that, man. We're gonna get some help. We're gonna have some people punch it up. We're gonna work together. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm at this point now where I realize that it's not only about me. I know it's a solo game, but there's a team. You can be a solo. You can be a solo nigga, but you can still rock with a team. Yeah, man. We got some things in the works. And like moving forward, I know that writing, I need to, because I try to write on stage. I try to build the jokes on stage, and they come out fine. But if I were to fine tune it, sit down and write those jokes out, and look at get a different perspective of those jokes that are how they're written, I think maybe it will work better for me. So that's something that I'm gonna work on moving forward. Shout out to all the cats that um, I saw in Austin. Man, they did this competition thing, and a lot of the comedians surprised me at how well put together their act was, and that made me realize that I could work a little bit harder. And if that means I gotta go out to these other cities to do so, then nigga, you can't let nothing knock the hustle. You can't let nothing stop you from what you're doing. And I damn sure ain't gonna let it happen. So in due time, we're gonna make the proper moves that we need to make. What else do I got written down? We got this week, Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, I will be performing at Cap City Comedy Club. I am participating in the funniest person in Austin. Like, listen, I got 10 free tickets. If you're trying to get tickets, holla at me. I got you. Come out, enjoy yourself, see a show. Um, I'm trying to win, at least this round, right? I know that I'm hilarious. I know that I have, good material, but I need y'all to come out. If you can make it on a Tuesday, I got you. Fuck with me. I got 10 tickets to give away, but I need y'all to come out. You know, this is a staple, right? This is one of those things that you put under your belt. Like, yo, I performed, I tried. Like me going to KT, like I performed. This is something that I look forward to. Like, I lived in San Antonio in 2020, 2021. I want to say the beginning of 2021, and I would write Cap City emails every week, trying to get on their open mic every week. For like a year and a half, I was messaging them, and finally they was like, "All right, come through, we'll get you on the open mic. The following week, COVID happened, and they were like, we shutting it down. We ain't doing it no more. You had to wait 6 months to get on the email list to get to the show. I waited 6 months, and then bada bing, bada boom. So to now finally be getting an opportunity to perform, I'm excited. I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited. Like every time I get on the main stage, it's an opportunity for to show like what I got. Like that's how I felt with JJ. I was like, yo, I get on the stage, you better act like you've been there. Get up there and do your. And it's hard to get up there and try to do your thing when you don't know the type of comedy that you're expected to do, right? Like I know JJ's comedy, but I don't know all of his sets. I know Bobby's sets, but Bobby surprised me by doing different sets than I've seen before. I can be raunchy as hell and ignorant, but when you open up for someone else as a guest, I don't want to go up there and do my most raunchy and nastiest material. So I'm kind of like a rock in the hard place. I'm like, do I go and do all clean stuff? Because Bobby's kind of like a clean comedian. So do I follow suit and go clean? Or do I go like in between clean? Because I know that the feature is like, can be not clean. So I had to make a decision where I was like right in the middle. I was like, don't be squeaky clean, but don't be too raunchy. Plus, JJ in the back watching all of this shit unfold. And I've been doing comedy long enough to where I even think about those things before I go on stage, to where I'm like, don't just go up there and wild out unless they say, man, just do you. Go up there and do you. If they say that, I'm on your ass. No diddy. I'm on. But if you tell me to like, hey, I like the element of surprise, kind of like tone it down, then I'll tone it down too. But if I ain't hearing nothing, I'm not finna just make that decision on my own. So where I'm up there talking about wild shit and now I can't open up for him no more. Cause he's like, I don't want that dirty shit on my show. And this is all shit that I learned over the years. It's only been 6 years of doing stand up. And my cousin sent me something the other day that was like, don't rush the process, just wait. Like you don't have to worry about being somewhere fast enough, or just take your time, figure out your point of view. It'll definitely come to you, and when it does, just don't hold back. Like be personable, talk about your personal struggles. Once you start talking about your life, everything else will fall into place. So I think I'm ready to start talking about a little bit more of my life. I want to talk about maybe my childhood. I want to talk about my children and my perception of them and their perception of me. I want to talk about my relationship with my mom, my relationship with my dad, my thoughts and feelings about love, my thoughts and feelings about pain. Like all of these things are subjects that sometimes I'm afraid to talk about. And when I do, I'm afraid of hurting other people's feelings. I'm really good at just making it uncomfortable, and that's not the type of comic I want to be. I don't mind, a little bit of uncomfortableness. That's great. That's where I believe I learned something. But I do want to be honest. I do want to be vulnerable. I do want to be empathetic. but it has to be funny. And I'm going to take my time to develop a great act. I was watching a lot of clips of comedians when they were younger, and man, their 5 minutes were there were so many jokes in there, so many back to back jokes, and again watching that, I'm like, you got to get better. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus, and we're gonna get better. So if you haven't followed me, follow the channel, press like, subscribe, um, share it to a friend. All of the above, man. I holla at y'all. Come to a show. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me talk about that. We got a couple of shows. August 6th, we're at the Cap City Comedy Club, funniest person in Austin. August 11th, Shakespeare's Pub down on 6th Street. We're having an all-black comedy show, Bet on Black. I got some great comedians coming through, and they're all of Negro descent. Also, we have the 22nd with Hype Mike at Roscoe's Comedy Club. And then we'll see about Upstage. We got a show on the 30th of August, but got to confirm to make sure. So again, come to a show. Tickets are free at the Cap City show, but it's only 10 tickets I can give away, man. I already gave away 2. So we're at 8. Did I just do 7? Anyway, fuck with your boy. I'll holla at y'all. Peace. Why didn't... God